Okay, so let's jump right in. We saw a bit of a surprising market pause today, didn't we? Especially after yesterday's big moves.
Yeah, definitely. Some key indices just stayed flat.
But here's what caught my eye. The Russell 2000 actually gained ground. And there are these specific breakouts, like Q2 holdings, that kind of hint at maybe bigger things coming.
It raises the question, right? Why the pause? What's next?
Exactly. Oh, and hey, if you find these daily summaries helpful, you already know what to do. Hit that like button. Seriously, it's free. And it helps us out a lot.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
And while you're at it, maybe click that subscribe button so you don't miss these updates. You can always unsubscribe later. If you don't like them, won't hurt our feelings. Well, maybe just a little.
Yeah, right.
Okay, quick reminder before we really get into it. Nothing here is specific buying or selling advice. It's all just general market talk and, trading education.
Absolutely. So about that pause, it really looks like the market is sort of consolidating after that tariff news pulled things back yesterday.
Yeah, consolidating is a good word. It was mostly a sideways session today. Shows some indecision.
But there are those currents underneath suggesting where conviction might be building, like you mentioned with the Russell.
That's a great point. The S&P 500, the SPY, and the NASDAQ QQQ, they were basically flat today. Really mirrors that lack of clear direction, doesn't it?
Totally flat. And the Dow, the DIA, it dipped a bit, yeah. Down about 0.36%.
But the Russell 2000, the IWM, that was the interesting one, gained a solid 0.69%.
And that builds right on what we were talking about yesterday, right? It's pullback from breaking that 200-day moving average. That's a key level.
It really is. A long-term trend indicator. Seeing strength there is, well, it's notable.
It suggests resilience in smaller caps, maybe, which can be a good sign for the broader market sometimes.
And what about individual stocks? Baidu, BIDU, that was up again, 0.55%, adding to yesterday's rally.
Yeah, but Future Holdings, FUTU, that was the real standout today.
Oh, definitely. Tell us about that one.
Well, it broke really decisively above its $131 resistance. And importantly, it did it on strong volume.
Volume, key indicator.
Exactly. That's not just a price move, it's a classic high-volume breakout. Often signals buyers mean business, maybe institutions stepping in.
Right. And recognizing setups like that, those high-volume moves, that's a core technique.
Yeah.
It's something we really drill down on in the mentorship program, actually. Learning to spot that conviction.
It's crucial.
And sector-wise. Energy, XLE, was the big leader today. Surged, 2.69%?
Yeah, huge move. Maybe rotation into commodities, or maybe just a defensive play with all the tariff talk still swirling.
Could be. While utilities, XLU, they were on the other end, dropping just over 1%. So clear rotation happening even on a flat day.
Definitely seeing some shifts under the surface. Now, beyond the charts, there was some economic news, too.
Right. The New York Fed survey.
Yeah, their June 2025 survey showed consumer inflation expectations are holding steady. And interestingly, households feel a bit better about their finances, credit access. Reuters and Bloomberg both picked up on that.
So some stability on the consumer front, perhaps.
Seems like it. But really, today felt mostly technically driven, still digesting yesterday, keeping an eye on tariffs. And of course, the FOMC minutes are coming up tomorrow. That's always on investors' minds.
Always something to watch. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Crypto and metals. What's happened there?
Well, Bitcoin, BTC, ticked up just slightly, 0.39%, still in that tight range we've been watching, like $107,000 to $110,000.
And it's sitting right above those moving averages, the 20 and 50-day, right, where they've converged.
Exactly. It looks like it's winding up, coiling really tightly. That often signals a potentially big move is coming, so gotta stay watchful there.
A wind-up, yeah. Interesting. What about gold and silver?
Well, gold, GLD, it actually fell about 1% today, slipped below its 20-day moving average.
Oh, okay. But silver?
Silver, SLV, eased back only about 0.42%. And importantly, it held above its 20-day.
So that reinforces the bull flag pattern we pointed out yesterday.
Precisely. That relative strength in silver compared to gold, it might be hinting at a shift. Gold's had a long run dominating, maybe silver's turn.
Could be. We'll keep an eye on that relationship.
By the way, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, definitely drop it in the comments. We might just cover it in an upcoming episode.
Yeah, absolutely. And, days like today really drive home the point, don't they? You see Q2 breaking out, Bitcoin coiling up, SPY just stuck. Understanding these signals is so important.
It really is. Spotting the breakouts, navigating the chop, staying disciplined. That's what confident trading is about.
Which is exactly where good coaching comes in, right? Helping you connect those dots.
Exactly. Our mentorship program, it's designed to help you build that confidence. We work with you, provide that support. until you recoup your investment. It's about empowerment.
Empowering you to trade sessions like this with clarity, manage risk, understand those patterns, like seeing that Q2 breakout and knowing what it might mean.
That's the goal.
All right, we'll catch you in tomorrow's episode.